थंडी आहे, थंडी आहे, थंडी आहे.
दिल्लीची थंडी खूप आहे. हा,
खूप आहे,
नाही
खूप
इथं
आहे.
सुद्धा मी थंडी आहे इथं.
हा, इथं थंडी आहे, पण इथले माणसं पण थंडी आहे आणि थंडी पण थंडी आहे. तुमच्याकडे थंडी आहे पण माणसं गरम आहेत.
आंदोलनाला भेट दिली की नाही?
हा,
दिल्लीच्या आंदोलनाला भेट दिली की नाही? शेतकरी आंदोलनाला
मग सगळे बॉर्डर आमच्याकडे आहेत ना. तुमच्याकडे
वा,
बॉर्डर
वा.
नाहीच आहे की नाही? हा,
Yes.
पाकिस्तानची बॉर्डर आहे, चायनाची बॉर्डर आहे, सिंधू बॉर्डर आहे, जयपूर बॉर्डर आहे.
वा, सगळे मित्र आहे.
हा, काळे सर, चंद्रकांत काळे, नमस्कार.
नमस्कार सर. नमस्कार.
नमस्कार काळे सर.
नमस्कार सर.
हे सर कोण? याचे नाव विसरलं. हा, नमस्कार नमस्कार. अच्छा, ते शेजारचे मित्र कोण आहेत?
त्याच्या वेळेला फक्त काय करा,
मी आहे की
मला ते
ती झाल्याशिवाय जात नाही.
मिनिमाइज केलेली.
करू का आमचं स्पीकर म्यूट करू का?
खाली हे अडव घेतलं घ्या आता.
हा,
नाही वर ठेवायचं हे आता. सिक्वेन्स नाही. एक मिनिट हे घ्या की. एक नंबरचा पेपर आहे. 1 ते 5 त्याच्या खाली ते ठेव गटा घ्या. पलटे मारा बरोबर. ते पण घ्या आणि एकत्र करा. नाही आता ते जाऊ परत 1 ला सुरू होतं आपलं. कुठपर्यंत बघा. एक नंबर 1 ते 3.
Good morning to all of you. I welcome you all in the international webinar organized by Department of Geography, Karmavir Bhaurav Patil Mahavidyalay Pandharpur. On behalf of Department of Geography and Karmavir Bhaurav Patil Mahavidyalay Pandharpur, I welcome Honorable Professor Dr. B.C. Vaidya sir, Professor of Geography and Geopolitics, JNU, New Delhi. I welcome Honorable Professor Dr. Praveen Saptarshi sir, Visiting Faculty and Coordinator, Study Abroad Course, Salisbury University, USA. I welcome the President of this function and Principal of our college, Honorable Dr. K. Shinde sir. I welcome all the participants who are joining this webinar. On behalf of the Department of Geography and KBP Mahavidyalay Pandharpur, I would like to tell you, all the participants, we muted each and every participant. Those who want to speak, they can unmute themselves. So once again, on behalf of Department of Geography and KBP Mahavidyalay Pandharpur, I welcome Honorable Dr. B.C. Vaidya sir, the resource person of this international webinar, Honorable Dr. Praveen Saptarshi sir, and the President of this webinar, Principal of our college, Honorable Dr. K. Shinde sir. I would like to tell you the brief profile of our college. Our college is the leading. Hello, sir. आवाज येतो?
Hello, Dr. Saptarshi. Hello, you unmute your. Good morning. Good morning. You unmute your mobile or laptop. Unmute. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
Quite fine.
Okay.
श्रीरामपूर नंतर आता भेट होती.
आता पंढरपूरला आहे.
वा वा, चांगलं आहे.
ऑटोनॉमस इन्स्टिट्यूट आहे.
हा.
आणि डॉक्टर वैद्य जॉईन झाले ना?
हो, झाले झाले.
गुड मॉर्निंग डॉक्टर वैद्य सर. ओके. डॉक्टर कांबळे.
Yes, sir.
सुरू करा.
Okay, sir. Okay. Once again, I welcome you in the international webinar on problems of Indian agriculture. So, this webinar will start with a Royat Geet, which gives information about our parent institution, Royat Shikshan Sanstha, Satara, and founder Karmavir Dr. Bhaurav Patil. So, this webinar will begin with Royat Geet.
रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा माणूस आता घडतो आहे. वटवृक्षाच्या विशालतेचा मोहन भाला पडतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा माणूस आता घडतो आहे. वटवृक्षाच्या विशालतेचा मोहन भाला पडतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा. कर्मवीरांचे ज्ञानपीठ हे शक्तिपीठ ही ठरते आहे. शाहू फुल्यांचे समानतेचे तत्व मानसी मूर्ते आहे. धर्म जातीच्या पार गांधींचे मूल्य मानवी जपतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा माणूस आता घडतो आहे. वटवृक्षाच्या विशालतेचा मोहन भाला पडतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा. वहिनी झाली आई, कमवा आणि शिका मंत्र हा, तरुणाईला प्रेरक होई. स्वावलंबी वृत्ती ठेवून ज्ञान साधना करतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा माणूस आता घडतो आहे. वटवृक्षाच्या विशालतेचा मोहन भाला पडतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा. दलितांसाठी अण्णा तुमची झिजली चंदन काया. अनाथ जीवा सदा लाभली मातृहृदयी तुमची माया. शून्यामधल्या नवसृष्टीचा निर्मिक तोही ठरतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा माणूस आता घडतो आहे. वटवृक्षाच्या विशालतेचा मोहन भाला पडतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा. जीवनातला तिमिर जावा, प्रबोधनाची पहाट व्हावी. इथे लाभले पंखले उनी, उंच भरावी नभात घ्यावी. प्रतिभाशाली बहुजनांचा वेलू गगनी चढतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा माणूस आता घडतो आहे. वटवृक्षाच्या विशालतेचा मोहन भाला पडतो आहे. रयते मधुनी नव्या युगाचा.
After this Rayat Geet, I would like to request convener of this international webinar and head Department of Geography, Honorable Dr. T.N. Lokhande sir, please make your introductory speech. Honorable Dr. T.N. Lokhande sir. लोखंडे सर. हाँ
हाँ
Sorry. Good morning to one and all. I heartily welcome all the dignitaries, Honorable Professor Dr. B.C. Vaidya, Chief Guest of today's webinar, Honorable Dr. Praveen Saptarshi Sir, Resource Person, the President of this webinar, Honorable Principal Dr. K. Sinde, all deans, vice principals, coordinators, and the participants from all over the world. Respected scholars and students, on this occasion of one-day international webinar entitled Problems of Indian Agriculture, organized by Karmevir Bhaurao Patil Mahavidyalaya Pandharpur under the aegis of RUSA Component 8. Today we gathered online on this occasion the international webinar on problems of Indian agriculture. Agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy, but there are several problems of agriculture. I try to mention some problems here. Agriculture in India largely depend on monsoon. As a result, production of food grains fluctuates year after year. A year of abundant output of cereals is often followed by a year of acute shortage. In recent years, there has occurred a fall in agricultural production mainly due to fall in the output of non-food crops. Moreover, most holdings are small and uneconomic. So the advantages of large scale farming cannot be derived and cost per unit with uneconomic holding is high. Output per hectare is low. As a result, a peasant cannot generate sufficient marketable surplus. Due to the growth of population and breakdown of the joint family system, there has been occurred a continuous subdivision of agricultural land into smaller and smaller plots. The systems and techniques of farming, the marketing of agricultural products, and the independence of the farmers. And there are so many other problems, the detail of which will discussed by resource persons. Focus on that problems. So thank you, and once again, I welcome all the dignitaries and participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for giving a such nice introductory speech. Now, I would like to request Organizing Secretary of this international webinar, Dr. Chandrakant Kale, sir, please introduce the today's chief guest and a resource person to the audience. Honorable Dr. Chandrakant Kale, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning to all. प्रयत शिक्षण संस्था कर्मवीर भाऊराव पाटील महाविद्यालय पंढरपूर organized international webinar on problems of Indian agriculture under RUSA Component 8. Today, on this occasion, we have the chief guest, Dr. B.C. Vaidya sir, working in Professor of Geography and Geopolitics, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He has a 34 years teaching experience. Under his guidance, 27 students done their MPhil and PhD work. He published hundreds of research articles, national and international reputed journals, and also written 10 books. He has awarded Best Teacher Award 1999 by Pune Municipal Corporation. He has also Secretary of Deccan Geographical Society, Pune, and he has edited 2 geography international journals, namely the Deccan Geographer and Bhugolshastra Samshodan. He has a good academic record. The resource person of webinar is a Professor Dr. Praveen Saptarshi sir, visiting faculty and coordinator study abroad course Salisbury University, USA. UJC Emeritus Professor Pune. Emeritus Professor of Sustainability Management, Indosearch, Pune. He has a 48 years of teaching experience. He has, under the guidance, 59 MPhil and PhD students. He has completed 28 research projects for funding UGC, ICSSR, and university and various funding agencies. He has published 154 research papers in national and international reputed journals. Uh, in his career, he has worked as various positions and also participated in co-curricular activities. By considering his excellency, he has excellent academic achievement. He has awarded with three best research, three best teacher award by different institutions. He is also president of Maharashtra Bhugolshastra Parishad, Pune. He has edited international journal Maharashtra Bhugolshastra Parishad. Today's webinar is in the principal of our college, Dr. K. Sir. He has also good academic record. He has 37, 37 years of experience in teaching and administration. There are 23 students completed their MPhil and PhD under his guidance. He has published 30 research papers, national and international reputed journals. His contribution in research is also noteworthy by considering his work. Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune has awarded him with the Best Principal Award. He has also held different positions in career like Joint Secretary of Rate System Sanstha. Thank you.
Thank you, Kale sir, for introducing the chief guest, resource person, and the president of this international webinar. Now, on behalf of Department of Geography and Karmavir Bharao Patil Mahavidyalaya Pandharpur, I would like to request chief guest of this international webinar, Professor Dr. B.C. Vaidya sir, Professor of Geography and Geopolitics, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Please make your inaugural speech. Honorable Dr. B.C. Vaidya sir.
Good morning, everybody. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing
Yes, sir.
me?
Hello.
Yes,
Hi.
sir. Yes,
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Unmute everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Again, good morning to everybody. Respected Principal Professor Shinde, organizing part Dr. Tanaji Lokhande, Chandrakant Kale, and my senior brother Professor Saptarshi, and many personality who are in geography field. So this is my the opportunity to me given by the Karmavir Bhaurao Patil College, Pandharpur, and I would like to talk on the agriculture part, as rightly Tanaji Lokhande said that there are certain problem of agriculture and we have to focus to all the problem, but all the problem focus at in a 30 minutes is very difficult, but I will give some silent features, silent problems which will be interact with you, and that interaction, whatever I am presenting with you, that will be the further process how to think about the agriculture. And that is why my topic is I have taken deliberately rethinking of Indian agriculture. I ask kindly share my PPT.
Yes, sir. We are giving a share from here. 1 minute. Sir. Now you can share, sir. Yes.
Okay, as rightly said that the Indian problem are very vast, very complicated, and we cannot overcome this problem within a few seconds, few hours, or few days, or few years. It is a long term the problem. So at least we can share my idea how to rethink of the Indian agriculture, and that problems, whatever we are thinking today, that may be one of the milestones to overcome the Indian agriculture problems, and that is why uh, uh, my this lectures I can share into three parts. One part is the uh, initial stage of agriculture, where we were thinking about how to get the food from the land. Second, when we stage, that stage is the development stage, where we acquainted with a certain technology, and that technology we use to increase the production. So production raising technology, that is second part, and third part would be the how to go ahead with the technology, whether we have to think and whether we have to rethink how to make plan, what are the solution, what are the suggestion by the government, what are the suggestions or the suggestion of the given by the actual practicing agriculture in our uh, Indian society. As you know that Indian agriculture always we think about cropping of the different type of varieties, different type of the crops, by which way we can we can raise the production, we can cultivate the land, we can get the crops, and we can feed to our peoples. Uh, uh, the economy of Indian economy basically depend on the three things. One is agriculture. As I said that agriculture is a problem, and that is no, this is a problem, but basically the base of the Indian agriculture. Agriculture contributing largest contribution to entire GDP in India. Another sector is the industry. Industry is by which we can increase the economy. Service sector, for example, trade, hotel, transport, communication, and many more services which are related with the agriculture. So we can say that the agriculture is base of the economy. Without this, because if it is agriculture, then agricultural production will be processed, and that will be come in the manufacturing. Ultimately, we'll get agricultural industrial product. Industrial product which we available are produced from the industry, that should be transported, that should be make trade, that should be sent to the other state, other country. So communication or transport factor is very important. We call it the service sector. So altogether, agriculture industry and services become the agriculture economy. In 2011, agriculture and allied activity contribute 54.6% here, and in service sector, India ranked, then it is 11, and GDP is billion. Contribution agriculture sector in Indian economy is much higher than the world average. If we look at the agriculture, Indian agriculture, government of India has suggested certain things. Sometimes they implemented, but not fully implemented, because they have certain problems, some difficulty and difficulty, or the on the part of the expert, on the part of the planners. Uh, that can be considered, but the major steps that is the first step is they improve the soil fertility on the sustainable basis through soil health care scheme. This is the new scheme that introduced. So we have to increase the soil fertility, is the basic thing in the agriculture, because ultimately, as we said, the Indian population is increasingly rapidly, and it is very difficult to manage and feed to all the people. That is why only alternative is that to increase the fertility, land fertility, soil fertility, that should be increased. That is one way. Another steps taken by the government of India to provide improve access to irrigation, uh, because if you produce in a 4 by 4 acre land once time in a year, and as I said that the population are increasing very much rapidly, so it is very difficult. So at least to some extent, if you start the irrigating land, increase the uh, production, that is possible. This is another step initiated by the government of India. Third stage, we is, always think about organic farming. This is another way how to improve the agriculture sector. Uh, Another is that we support for creation of unified national market, uh, because ultimately our aim to improve the income of the farmer, and that is why the farmer should get the price whatever they produce. Uh, Profit must be there from the agriculture, otherwise very difficult. That is why the support was given by the government. And uh, the another stage which is very important, that uh, mitigate risk in the agriculture sector. A new scheme was also launched by the implementing from the Kharif in 2016. As I said that agriculture is a base of economy. At the same time, there are certain bases of agriculture, because overnight we cannot change the scenario of agriculture in terms of increasing land, in terms of increasing food, in terms of the cultivator, in terms of the labor. It is very difficult, and that is why when we stop all the avenue, all the suggestion, then we have to go ahead to take the help of other thing, and that idea, that we call it technology. If you go in agriculture universities, we will see that agricultural farming, agricultural technology that was developed, and that development, whatever the ideas, whatever technique they develop, that should be used in agricultural practice, and that is the best thing. Unless we take the help of the modern technology which improves in agriculture, we cannot go ahead. So farming should be improved by using technology. Crop production should be improved by technology. For example, in the United States of America, the crop, whatever cultivated in the land, just they are cutting through the machine. So, though there is a thing that, but this is applicable only the land which is vast in terms of area, but technology used, that is the best for agriculture, because ultimate aim of the agriculture to increase the production. Number one, increase the production. Number one. Number two, to feed to the existing population. And population, as we think that population control is not in our hand. So population are daily, yearly increasing and increasing in a rapid way. So that is why at least to add the technology in the farming, that is very important. Uh, Another government policies, the credit system or cross-specific programs always launched every year by state government, central government, that should be adopted in agriculture. That will be another base. So technology, whatever develop in our country, other country, adopt it and use in farming. And whatever the policy or new schemes, new specific programs initiated by the government, that should be used in the agriculture. Uh, Third would be the cropping system. It means that this is related only the agriculture, or that related with the farmer only. And in what way? Because farmers are not aware about the cropping pattern, change of cropping pattern, because we are very much related with the traditional pattern. We practicing the traditional crops, we cultivate the traditional crops, and whatever the crops are there, they are not getting the yield very much as we think to in terms of production, in terms of fitting to the rapid growth people. That Awareness is not there. So in terms of the awareness, we are less, but that is the cropping pattern, change of cropping pattern is the base of Delhi. Unless you change, for example, in Israel, so they change overall pattern. Even in, you take the example of the uh, Yotma district, there is a one place, Rave, where they were cultivating in last 20 years, they were cultivating only cotton crop. And as you know that uh, the crop daily, yearly, they were not getting too much production. So they change, instead of cotton, they cultivate only grams, entire the field of the farmer, and that farmer get immediately profit, double profit. So at least they change the cropping pattern. That is the base of agriculture. Third, very important part is that water availability. Water availability is everywhere not possible, but wherever the water is available in the surrounding part or local region, that should be used effectively. That will be, we call it immediately the irrigation. Irrigation is the base of agriculture. As you said that if you irrigate crops, even simple, you take in your house, if you are having the flower or any type of flower, if you just pour the water, after 3 days, 4 days, that flower will come very beautiful way. So water is very important for irrigating the crops. Uh, Another important thing that there should be openness of the market. Market force very important uh, in terms of price, in terms of the whatever they are getting the peoples, because generally the farmers wanted to know, they want their ambition to get the profit from the agriculture. If they are not getting the profits, what will you? So they are stick to the market price, but market price always flexible. That should not be there. As government of India, government of state government wanted to purchase the some crop. For example, in Maharashtra, there is a cotton kapus ekadikar, that is known as, at least certain thing is there. So the farmers sure that so the cotton will be purchased by the government. So at least that surety, that confidence getting to the people. So market force, that is another. And if you think only the global level, there are certain part that is very important. Uh, if the cotton is produced in any state and that is not supplied, there is no demand from the other country, what will happen? That will be only storage. It has no meaning at all. So we have to consider global. Uh, these are the major issues of agriculture. We cannot overlook the technology. We cannot think about whatever we cannot overlook the idea given by the government. We cannot think about whatever the price was given in the market. So, but it should be profitable. That is very important. Uh, there are certain again problems, as Lokhande sir was telling, that there are certain problems, but basic problem of the Indian agriculture is that the family breakdown, breaking up family continuously. Earlier, the family was combined family was 20 people, then coming 10 people, then again 5 people. Now tradition only husband, wife, one son, one daughter. As families number is decreased, at the same time, the land size also decrease. It is disintegrated. So earlier land was 20 acres, then became into two part by two brothers, divisions, acquisition by two, that is 10. Again, their children came up, they divided again 5 into 2, like this. So this is size of the farm is decreasing. The result is that either we cannot cultivate very well, we cannot produce, we cannot change the cropping pattern. Whatever policy of the government, we can fully implement. So therefore, that is major problem, and that is decreasing size of the holding. It's very important, responsible for not increasing the crop and production from agriculture. Uh, that is why uh, agriculture, again, we can think that agriculture development continue to remain critical for India's economic growth and poverty. Though we are trying by state government, Indian government, they wanted to change the scenario of agriculture in terms of production, in terms of irrigation activity, in terms of their market price. Uh, but but again, these three challenges to the farmer, and therefore uh, there is a need, uh, effectively extension need, which will be currently think about the Indian agriculture. Uh, in the old ways, thinking about agriculture innovation, it was very uh, old one, but innovation was a task related to the production, because this is the idea. Ultimately, whatever production taken by farmer, it should be feed to the peoples. It should feed to the population. If the population are increasing, what will happen? Again, this is the problem. Though research are going on continuously, and therefore extension to the farmer and their result in terms of production, that is very important. Uh, there are certain feature of Indian agriculture by which way we can come out certain problems of the farmer. Uh, the most important feature of the Indian agriculture is that we still, though we are saying that India is developing country and we have technology, we can use irrigation, even then, in actually, the agriculture of India is still in a substance nature of agriculture. That is very important. We cannot overlook the thing that there is a continuous pressure of population on agriculture. And that is fact. That is real fact. We cannot ignore the things. If you think after the independence, population was very less. And now, if you consider 2020-21, population more than 500 times have increased. Whereas land size, land area, cultivated area has not too much increased. Only 10% has increased, because whatever the barren land, whatever the cultivated land, now started cultivating, but not fully. So it means that 500 times population has increased, whereas size of area of the cultivated land has not so much increased. Uh, and another fact that if you see the size of the India, we can think that we are totally depend on the rainfall, and rainfall that is received from the monsoon, south monsoon area, and that is why whatever the farmer think, that will not happen. For example, during October, November is a heavy rainfall. That will destroy the crops, whatever the crop production in the field, that will be destroyed. So we are depending on the climatic factor, that is rainfall, that is very important. And as an agriculturist, farmers always think that if farmers are getting this year the crops of cotton and they are getting more profit next day, without thinking the soil type, soil fertility, soil texture, the same farmer will cultivate the same crop, that is cotton. So what happened? Continuously last 10 years, if they are just continue producing this cotton from the same field, no changing the variety, it will just really the soil fertility, soil texture will be reduced. So this is our idea only. For example, in Vidarbha region, is well known for cotton. Last 20, 50 years, when I was student and small children, since then we're thinking that we are producing only the cotton, no alternative wasting. So still we are predominant of the same crop, that should not be there. And in last point is that uh, seasonal pattern. the simple thing that as season changes, we have to think about different variety. For example, in Kharif season, we are taking only the makka and other things, whereas in the winter season, we think about the gram and the gram crops or wheat crops. That is very important. These are the silent feature, and that is why. And that is why if you are continuously having the same problems, then uh, we are having certain idea. There are certain agricultural problems that is very important, because as government of India, our Indian population are entirely depend on the agriculture. The foods coming from agriculture sector, and if you are not, if you are neglecting, it means that we cannot live with the food. That is the source of the livelihood. That is agriculture production. Therefore, government of India or government, state government, every government planning is always made to make labor intensive cultivation, or they want to change the traditional method of production, or they wanted to change certain thing. In terms of countries well endowed with natural resources and diverse climatic conditions, and much of the land in India can be double crop. So this is theoretically okay, but practically it is very difficult. As you see that India is not Indian states, whatever the area of the India is not only plain area. So many mountains, so many valleys, particularly in case of the Uttarakhand. In entire Uttarakhand, only 8% land is only cultivable, and 92% are hilly, mountains, valley. So it is, we cannot use for cultivation. So there is so much pressure of the 8% land in Uttarakhand. So therefore we have to start with uh, find out some alternative. For example, natural resources, use of the mountains plant, or other types of the business in this area. For example, Uttarakhand has started the tourism activity along with the agriculture. So that is supporting activity. So supporting activity that helps to the farmer to increase the profit. uh, as we are changing the faces, we started land in a simple way, getting the production. Then we use the technology to some extent. I'm not saying fully, and to some extent we got success. We use the technology, we increase the production, but not the entire Indian land. It is some area. For example, Punjab. Punjab is very well known for wheat cultivation. They are using the tractor, they were using other equipment. So to some, but all state it is not possible, because of the land is not feasible, practicable to use the technology, and that is why there are certain problem, natural problem, that we cannot fully overcome. Sometimes human being also create the problem. Uh, uh, and that is why there is a trace on agriculture, and, and therefore, in Indian circumstances, it is important to know that these major reasons of the several problems, that is very important. As you know that the Indian agriculture is very much important, and if Indian agriculture they could not produce the crops from the field, it is very difficult to feed to the population that is very much increasing population of India, and though the government has, central government, state government has many programs, how to increase the production, how to increase the soil fertility, how to increase the irrigation in terms of the area. Even then, there is unrest, and that is very visible. That is, uh, unrest is just going on, protests against the government. These are some photos. For example, as Professor Saptarshi was saying, asking me, have you visited the borders? Now, borders people, just I am showing you. You can see in the first photo, farmer protest in Punjab, in Sindhu border, and the other border. Even uh, one photo is only ladies, only women's protection are going on, and the last photo is that that photo. Government also trying how to stop all the protests. So both sides are there. So still, it means that we are in a confused state. We wanted the price, we wanted the severity of agriculture. We want government should help. At the same time, the government is thinking that whatever the protests just carrying out by the farmers in the various states, that is not possible. Government is saying that whatever the three bills they pass in the Lok Sabha, uh, that is very important. That will help to every farmer, every state to increase the production. But even then, the farmers are protesting. Their demands are very simple. Uh, I will tell you something about demand because bill is very much related with uh, the thing that uh, the first bill was related with the storage of the food. That initially uh, there was a provision that any landlord, any big people, any government, any agent cannot be stored uh, more than limit of the uh, production. But now in this bill, that limit has just cut off, and they said unlimited storage will be there. That is one bill. Another bill was, of course, this government side. Uh, their contract system will be continue. That is new idea, and whatever the land of the farmer that will be acquired by the peoples. So I'm not telling the name of anybody, but only landlord will be allowed to purchase the land. That is, they will be owner, and farmers will be like this. But there is a rightly answer given by these people that whatever the land is there, that land should be cultivated by the farmer. There should be choice, and they should get the minimum price. And that is why the demand is that cancel all these three bills and give the uh, price. Hmm? Uh, Let us have new bills on the price. There are certain things which really we think about how to go ahead, urban and rural. This is always there. Uh, Rural people are producing and urban people are just depending on this. That situation should not be there. Uh, though this is the thing that there is a lack of investment in agriculture. Uh, in terms of fresh investment in the agriculture sector, because many economists have given uh, the answer. Many people believe that land inequity as a root cause of agricultural stagnation. That is very important. It is argued that under the land Lord tenant farming arrangement, all the production expenses were borne by the latter because of the competition of security tenancy. Uh, as usual, there is always tradition that whatever the policies of the government, whatever the programs are there, people are saying that, and farmers saying this is not effective. Uh, of course, to some extent, it is possible by introducing certain program which was very profitable, which was actually helping to increase the production. But certain policy of the government. That also, for example, bill. Of course, this is my personal opinion. This should not be introduced and this should not be implemented by the government at least to some year, because there is a continuously unrest by the farmer, and they let the thought, let whatever demand of the farmer, they should be considered at least by sitting in the meeting and rethinking do. As usual, I said that we have to consider the whatever natural resources are there, we cannot overlook. Uh, for example, again I am giving example of Uttaranchal. Though land, cultivated land is very less 8%, but 92% of land, uh, which is having the natural resources, uh, or mountains, mountain peak, or trekking idea. So many ideas that can be developed. So that resources should not be neglected, and irrigation facility, that is, uh, of course, though intrudes, but it should be effectively implemented. That is lacking thing that we are not, though policy are good in terms of irrigation in different states, but that are not really rooted to the farmer. Uh, Therefore, there is a need to some improvement in irrigation facility. In some state, for example, in Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, they started improving. Uh, uh, but there is a lack of insignificant, massive increase in irrigation that should be there. Uh, and one more aspect that is very important, that we should think about rapid increasing population, and from food storage and import of self-sufficiency and export, that always think that, therefore, last part is very important. What should be done? What could be the further idea? What is your thought that will give at least to some direction, some thinking, both the government and the people? Uh, the the farmer, the main motto of the farmer, they should get benefit from agricultural crops. They should get the price, maximum price. I am not selling minimum price from the production. I will give the one example. In Bihar, one farmer crop cultivate and produce the uh, cauliflower in the farm, and it was purchased by some landowner with a maximum price. Uh, so the farmer was very happy that okay, this crop will be cultivated next year also. Next year, what happened? He cultivated, he produced, and the landlord was telling that, was purchasing, that no, we don't want. We will give only less price, this price. So what happened? He produced much crops of the cauliflower, but he could not get the minimum price. Minimum price means whatever the land, crops invested in the farm, he could not get. So finally, he decided to change the cropping pattern. He was in loss, and uh, so that is there. So related demand of the farmer is that this year, okay, landlord will give the benefit, but next year if they have not purchased, what will happen? Nothing will be there, and therefore Indian agriculture is always in uh, the thinking. That is my topic is only rethinking of Indian agriculture in terms of technology, in terms of irrigation, in terms of acceptance, in terms of policy of the government, in terms of the change of idea. So let us accept that idea. And thank you to Government Bhavra College for giving the answer. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
ऑफ आहे ना ऑफ झाला ना
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello. Vaidya sir, you can now.
कंटिन्यू करा.
Vaidya sir, you should stop your screen share. Yes. Yes. Okay, thank you, sir. The chief guest of this webinar, Professor Dr. B.C. Vaidya sir, guided us on a different aspect of agriculture, technology, government policies, problem with the Indian agriculture. So on behalf of Department of Geography and KBP Mahavidyalaya Pandharpur, I express my sincere vote of thanks to the Honorable Professor Vaidya sir. Now, I would like to request resource person of this international webinar, Professor Dr. Praveen Saptarshi, visiting faculty and coordinator, study abroad course, Salisbury University, USA. Please guide us to the all participants who are joining in this webinar. Honorable Professor Dr. Praveen Saptarshi, sir. हाँ सप्तर्षि सर. Dr. Praveen Saptarshi sir. Saptarshi sir, you can unmute yourself.
हेलो डॉक्टर सप्तर्षि.
हाँ सर, Saptarshi sir, you can unmute yourself. Your mic is mute, sir. So please you. हाँ yes sir. Yes.
हाँ yes sir. Yes. Thank you very much. No, I have unmuted, huh? Okay. May I start?
Yeah.
Hello.
You can start, sir.
You are audible, sir. Please you start.
Hello.
हाँ Saptarshi sir, you are audible. Yes.
Okay. May I start?
Yes sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Yes, Honorable Principal Dr. Pandey and my another young friend, Dr. Chandrakant Kale, and one who is comparing. So I don't remember his name. And ladies and gentlemen, I am really happy and I feel highly honored to be with you as this webinar has been organized by the great Samstha, Red Shikshan Samstha, of which I am a student, and I know I know the contribution of Karmavir in developing the education in the state of Maharashtra. So, salute to Karmavir, and I welcome all who have joined this webinar. And let me share one thing, that Pandharpur is a very small town, and they have taken the challenge of organizing this international webinar from that small town. It's really a great thing for their college, and I really congratulate them. Another thing is that the Department of Geography of this college has chosen the subject which is relevant to the present day situation in India, that is issues in agriculture in India. So Indian agriculture has certainly, it is a strong thing, strong, it has strong tradition, and there are some the points of strength also. Um, as my uh, friend Dr. Vaidya has told us that the problems of Indian agriculture are fragmentation, then they need government help, economy of scale, and land size is small, family is breaking. So I don't accept such things. Even in geography, we are taught in such a way that the fragmentation of land is considered to be the major problem of Indian agriculture. I don't think so. So this is mainly because if you find that there are some, if you try to measure the index of happiness, you can find that those small farmers who are not disturbed by the urban markets, who are not disturbed by the government agencies, they are more happy than those who are getting the government help. I think that the farmers at this present, in the present situation, the farmers don't want any subsidy. Farmers don't want any help from the government. Only thing is that please allow them to grow. Please give them the free political um, environment. Please avoid the intervention of industrial sector. Please avoid the political intervention. So our political economy is such that it is favoring the industrial sector. Why it is so, I don't know. If we come across the figures, we can find that the 17% of GDP is contributed uh, by agricultural sector. And another thing is that 7% is cotton textile industry. And
आवाज येत नाही का?
हॅलो.
हा, आवाज येतो?
हा येतोय की सर आवाज. येतोय. सप्तरचे सर नेटचा प्रॉब्लेम दिसतो तरी कनेक्टिव्हिटीचा.
आवाज येत नाही ना?
येतोय की.
नेट.
येतोय सर, येतो आवाज येतोय.
फोन करू.
हा लावा की फोन लावा. हॅलो. येतोय हॅलो. सप्तर्षी सर कुठे आहे?
डॉक्टर सप्तर्षी.
सप्तर्षी सर. हॅलो.
हॅलो सर, हा नेटचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे तुमच्याकडे.
नेटचाच प्रॉब्लेम आहे सर.
नेट कनेक्टिव्हिटीचा प्रॉब्लेम येतो तुमच्याकडे, त्यामुळे आवाज येत नाही. हां, तेवढं चेक करा सर. ओके सर. हां, तेवढं तर प्रॉब्लेम येतो तिकडे चेक.
हां, प्रॉब्लेम तिकडूनच दाखवते सर, कनेक्टिव्हिटीचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे.
आता दिसतंय का?
हां सर, ओके 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 सर, ऑडिबल आहे, दिसतं आणि ऑडिबल पण आहे सर. ओके सर. ओके
आता ह्या जागेवरती जरा बरं दिसतंय. हा,
ओके सर, कंटिन्यू सर, प्लीज.
Another thing is that we always look for the export figures, and Indian agriculture is contributing this much amount of export from India. So its contribution to export is very low, no doubt about that. But we export the agricultural goods. So we are the first rank in the world so far as jute production is concerned, so far as this what is milk production is concerned, milk, pulses, jute, etc. And but the yield, the problem is also that the yield is just 2,000 kg per hectare, 2,000 to 2,010 kg per hectare, and this is, I think, the major issue. But another strong point of agriculture is that it is driven by local market. We offer almost 60% of our economy is self-driven. It is supported by the local market. That is very important. And why I'm just before this the connection problem, I was discussing about export. So we always say that the export should be done. Suppose if we export and earn $1, but if we consider the international dollar, considering PPT, purchasing power parity, so that is 3 to 4 times more than this. Its value is 15 rupees to 60 rupees. It is a hypothetical currency which can be considered as the dollar international currency based on the based on the purchasing power in that particular country. This means that suppose if we spend 20 rupees here in India, the same thing can be purchased in America with $1. So then according to international currency, the $1 based on PPT is equivalent to 20 rupees. So this means that when we import the goods, we are paying 3 to 4 times more. And if we export it, we are getting 3 to 4 times more money. So this financial aspect should be taken into account while exporting. I will suggest my young friends to carry out the research in this area. For example, we export onion, we export sugar, and what are the impacts of the export of sugar that we have to take into account. Another thing is that so far as market is concerned, India by itself is the 6th largest market in the world. And that's why world economy is keeping eye on us. And our government policies, they are trying to make our government policies suitable to this. So another strong point of our Indian agriculture is diversity. So you can find that the diversity, so far as topography is concerned, so far as climatic conditions are concerned, so we are the most diverse country. And that's why we have got very good cropping pattern, diversified cropping pattern. But the manufacturers, the world economists, they don't want that this strong point should remain with us. They want us to have the one crop in the large areas, large farms, and only one crop. So I have seen personally the soybean fields or corn fields, means maize, in United States of America. Thousands of hectares are there. So it's a ocean of corn or soybean. And what is their culture? They grow soybean, immediately they send it to the manufacturing sector, industrial sector, and the fodder is prepared in the industry, and that truck is returned, and then that is given to the livestock. So all these operations are essential not only to maintain efficiency in agricultural production, but to maintain you can say that they maintain the economic activities of transporter, economic activities of manufacturer, economic activities of livestock rearing, and so on. So this means that, what is the final outcome? The production is surplus and the market is unable to purchase that particular production. Why to do all such things? So this is a new type of policy, new type of economy, and they want to kill diversity. And most of the textbooks written by the learned persons like us, we are also, our mindset is also, you can say that the impacted due to the corporate structure or industrial or so-called adhunik, so-called modern. So, but I think that diversity is our strength. Climate is also our strength. You know that another thing is that the climate is considered as the most, and this strong point is important. But we don't want to use that strong point. We want plantations throughout the year, so that the industries can easily encroach on agricultural sector. But three different things, you just see that the one farmer taking pulses, taking the jawar, bajra, wheat, and so on. So jawar is our traditional crop. It is so good that if in drought-prone areas, if jawar, that crop fails, then it can be harvested as fodder. Even we call it as batuk. So this can be harvested, and some of the bullocks or cows, buffaloes can sustain on this in the event of severe famine. So these are our strong points. There is no topographical, the climate is such that our situation is such that topographical situation, we are protected by Himalayas, and that's why the situation is such that we can grow rice. Now see, we can grow rice in subtropical areas beyond, you can say, 30 degrees north latitude, and also at more than 5,000 feet level. So this kind of strong, this kind of strength is not found elsewhere in the world. Only in India you can find rice cultivation above 5,000 feet level. So these are our strong points. But all these strong points must be demolished to make them to customize them to suit to the industries, to the corporates. And my dear friends, the major problem of Indian agriculture is the economic system. And that's why we should carry out certainly a good system. It was certainly a strong system. But when it became, when we intervene that system with technology, technology means the earlier speaker also talked about the technological development. I think that the appropriate technology should be used in agriculture. So now I will just give you one example. Why we are facing drinking water problems and water resource problems in the rural sector. This is mainly because we have pumped out the groundwater which is stored hundreds of years back, and this has created a problem. So far as surface water is concerned, we are not allowing surface water to distribute throughout the river, but to keep it in a one reservoir which can be called as a big dam. So this is the intervention, technological intervention in the agro ecosystem, and this has created so many problems. Another system is that world economy always wants that there should be the roots of exploitation. The world economic system is such that it tries to establish or make the roots of exploitation from the underdeveloped countries to the developed countries. Don't think that developed countries, the people in developed countries are clever and that's why they are rich. No, they are clever enough to take the advantage of the interaction between developed and underdeveloped countries and how to use that interaction, how to use those linkages to exploit the resources from underdeveloped countries to the developed countries. Now take one simple example of urban-rural interaction linkages. Take the case of milk. So milk production is based on the soil resources, the human resources, and water resources in the rural area. First of all, if we see the history of milk production, we can find that the milk production was considered as, which was concentrated mainly around the urban areas. So it was the business of urban fringe, as that one Finland model, all of us know that. And also, if we just see the history till, I think, 80s, you can find that the RA milk production center was considered to be the biggest in the country. So near Mumbai, near Pune also, there were Katras, etc., all these things. So similarly, this was migrated to the areas, irrigated areas where the green fodder is available throughout the year. And that's why from 80s to 90s, the process of migration of milk production from urban areas to the irrigated areas, you can find this kind of migration. Another step of migration is that the migration from irrigated areas to drought-prone areas. And this is mainly because to take the advantage of cheap labor force present in drought-prone areas. The labor force in the irrigated areas became costlier and costlier, and that's why the dairy industry was migrated from the irrigated areas to even non-irrigated or rain-fed areas. And you can find that a very good network cooperative movement was there, and that's why, and technological intervention, that introduction of chilling plants, storage, transportation, specialized transportation, etc. So that could allow to establish dairy activity or livestock rearing urban market center. But this system, introduction of this system has created a problem to the agricultural sector. Because if you just observe that the cows are good, buffaloes are good in the drought-prone areas or even in irrigated areas, in rural areas, but those who are rearing, those farmers who are involved in dairy activity, they are the poorest of poor. This is mainly because if this is the system, we have to understand the energy flow. So inflow and outflow. So you can find that in dairy industry, dairy activity, more than 70% of money goes to the urban sector, manufacturing sector, by way of purchasing medicines, by way of purchasing the concentrate feed and so on. So this example, I'm not just giving this example by hearsay. So I have done the research on this and I have carried out the cost benefit analysis of dairy activity in the rural areas like Pandharpur. So that's why I suggest that the young students should take up such projects and find out the cash flow analysis in the system. And don't stop it to that particular rural area. So try to find out what happens to that milk when it is reached to Mumbai or Pune. So in Mumbai and Pune, we purchase milk at the rate of 60 rupees per liter. Same quality of milk, same quality of milk is purchased from the farmers with a rate of 25 rupees per liter. So what is the difference? Difference is more than 50%. But I'm not telling about rupees 60. I'm telling about rupees 25. That 25 rate which is given to the farmers, it is also sucked up by the system. And that system sucks up 65%, 70% from that 25 rupees from the farmers in the urban sector. So that's why once upon a time, sugar industries were instrumental in, they became the instrument of rural development. They became the focus of rural development. But at present, these you can say that the chilling plants or sugar industries or ginning factories, so in rural areas, they are nothing but the instruments of the development of the urban areas. They are established there for the convenience of the big industries, the population, rich people in staying in urban areas, and that has created the problems in agricultural sector in India. Now coming to, because my friend Dr. Chandrakant Kale has written a book on agriculture also. So he has published his thesis. He's quite a good person, but he should continue the research in this direction also. I would suggest that now he has suggested me that I should say something about the uh, political economy. So political economy, what is political economy? The economic system in India is a political economy means the politics decides what kind of system should be there, whether there should be capitalism, where there should be socialism, and so on. So Indian political economy in India remain right from independence, remain slightly left side of the center. Means it is mixed kind of things. Means the socialism is also there and also capitalism is also there. Private sector is also promoted, and at the same time the public sector industries are becoming stronger and stronger. So I will just tell you one simple example. Example in 2007 or 8, you can find that, or that is capitalism. But at the same time, in 2008, the same government has to pass a forest bill, forest act, has to pass the bill which empowers the uh, the tribal people to own their land in their village. It also the I think 74th, 73rd amendment has been also done in that period, and that empowers the Gram Sabha to say no to mining activities. So these are the things that are on left side, that you can call it as socialism side. So anyway, this kind of mixed things are there. Whenever there are some agitations, unrest among the people, that can be surfaced, and accordingly, government has to change its policies, and this has the impact on economy. So political economy is economic system guided by the government policies. But at present, we are going towards the pure capitalism, and it has been proved that the agriculture sector is completely killed in the developed countries like America. So only 1% people are dependent on agriculture, as against 70% people, 59 to 70%, depending upon the figures, the changing. If we consider the cotton textile activities and so on, then you can say that 70% people are directly or indirectly dependent on agriculture and allied activities. So this is the biggest sector. Another thing is that as a geographer, I feel that the agriculture should be given importance in the political economy. Why? Because this is our strong point. We don't have oil. We don't have oil to fuel the industries. So that's why we have a sunlight, which is not even 10% of India's sunlight is not present in Norway or in many European countries, in US also. So this means that this is our strong point. Why we should lose that strong point? We should try to develop agricultural activities to harness the ecological strength, ecological resources in India for the benefit of mankind. I don't think that the benefit for only rural people. So whatever the farmers are doing is mainly for the benefit of mankind. They don't have a limit of this even the nation. So they are producing, and that's why we should give them more and more freedom. The present laws, some of the amendments in the law. So there are three major. Uh, I,
sir. Oh,
I,
okay.
I don't call it as the farmers produce trade and commerce bill, but I call it as APMC bypass bill. So it is this bill is mainly to bypass the APMC. Section 13 of the Farmers Produce and Trade and Commerce Bill is that I will just read the sentence that in commas, inverted commas, no suit SUIT, no suit, prosecution or other legal proceedings shall lie against the central government or the state government or any officer of the central government or the state government or any other person in respect of anything which is in good faith done or intended to be done under this act or of any rules or orders made thereunder. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, here I want to say that this government is spraying cold water on the farmers, agitating against this bill. So this is also in good faith. So we should not tell anything this. So this is violating the spirit of Constitution of India. Baba Sahib Ambedkar might be crying on this point in the heaven. So he has reduced the visual of people of India and and documented it in in the Constitution of India, and the Constitution gives us the freedom. This is basically against the Constitution of India, and that's why the farmers are demanding that it should be demolished. And there is no legal resource in the code. So recourse in the code. So this section 15 says that no recourse means if there is some dispute between the contracting farmers and this. So another second bill is contract farming bill. So it is called as, so I call it as contract farming bill. So it is called as farmers empowerment and protection. So it is not empowerment. Farmers are made to become tiny creatures. They should not have the strength to ask the question to the government. And this is called as empowerment of protection. Empowerment and protection agreement on price assurance and farm services bill. So this means that, according to me, I have studied, read all these things. So I can give you in writing also. They know, again, in this also, section 18 says, in good faith argument. Section 19 states that no civil court shall have jurisdiction to entertain any suit on proceedings in respect of any dispute which a subdivisional authority or the appellate authority is empowered by or under this act to decide, and no injunction shall be granted by any court or other authority in respect of any section taken or to be taken in pursuance of any power conferred or by or under this act or any rules made thereunder. So means the rules can be made and that cannot be challenged in the court of law. And regarding the dispute between the contractor and the farmer, that dispute can be resolved only by the collector, the district collector or subdivisional collector. And if there is further dispute, if you don't want that this, then you can go directly for petition in High Court. So now you just see that the Professor Vaidya has given that there are some advocate has joined. That's why I will tell you one thing, that the various the uh, what is their advocates organizations have condemned this bill. Means this, they considered that this is the killing the power of the session judge. So they considered that this is not a correct one. So that's why they are also against this bill. So one advocate has joined. That's why I'm telling this point also. Now coming to this, that Professor Vaidya has pointed out correctly that there are majority of the farmers are from small. They are of the category of small farmers, small and marginal farmers. Now you just imagine that a farmer owning a land of 2 acres, 3 acres, or 1 acre or half acre, can he fight against the collector in the High Court in Mumbai or High Court in Aurangabad or some places like metro places? So it is very difficult. And that's why the third bill is bill to promote holding and black marketing. This is again a very fishy bill. So bill, the Holding Essential Commodities Act is there, and that's why government has the right to capture anything which is essential goods, for example, like medicines, or that's why remdesivir medicine can be controlled by collector. This is the right of the government because essential commodity. Essential commodities, jawar, bajra, wheat, etc. So that's why suppose somebody is holding the essential commodity like some such materials, the government has every right, collector, district collector, or even Tahsildar has every right to go into the godown and just um, uh, take that particular material, and he can sell it with proper price to the So this act is now, because I have also fought, this act was there, the Navaniram people, we fought, we young people, we used to find out material like and owner of that particular uh, owner of that particular godown says that, oh, we don't have any stock. Then we have to open, we are opening this with in presence of police, and that stock is open for sale to the people for according to the price. So this means this this can happen. This kind of agitation can be done for the essential commodities, and that's why they uh, any any trader cannot earn windfall profit from just uh, doing some the just playing with the prices of such essential commodities. But Honorable Prime Minister has removed some of the things from the essential commodities. So oil seeds are that is also removed. And let me tell you one important story that from 2014, it may be coincidence that from that this government is existing from the that year, but it is observed if we if we try to study the statistics, you can find that the oil import, edible oil is imported. And edible oil is imported. This is mainly because one law was passed in 2015 that anything in the rules. Rules are to be framed by the ministry. They are not to be passed in the parliament. Nobody knows how that rule is changed. This rule is changed to customize it for the benefit of big companies, big corporates like Cargill. Cargill wanted to have the dominance over the edible oil in India, and that's why Cargill, Cargil. It has nothing to do with Cargill Hills. It has nothing to do with India. It is a multinational American company for the food production. In Corona pandemic, it was advertising that we are the people, we are the corporates, we can supply the food materials to each and every corner of the world. So this means that they want to try to dominate this trade all over the world. So anyway, that is their lookout for the business. But why the democratically elected people's government should support them? In India, traditionally, we are of the opinion that if I want the groundnut oil, I want groundnut oil. It should not be mixed with sarsu oil, or it should not be mixed with even the kardi oil or the coconut oil. So this is the Kerala people likes coconut oil. They don't want it is to be mixed with groundnut oil. But that 30% of groundnut oil mixing with coconut oil is allowed, and the brand is coconut oil. Can be sold in the market, and it can get the no adulteration certificate. So these are the things that are the intervention by this such companies. Another thing is that genetically modified varieties of seeds. So always we are the we are put under the microscope. We means the Indian farmers are put under the microscope that why yield is not there. This is mainly because you are not using. Even means with uh, due respect to Swaminathan, even right from the Swaminathan period, we all scientists have who told that farmer to use a certain urea, sufala, with this, all these automations, we have taught them. All Krishi universities, all agricultural universities in India have just developed this model. The scientists like Swaminathan, scientists like so many such scientists have just asked, and the name of increase in yield, we introduced genetically modified seeds. And many ministers advocated that, oh, that should be given. But that is banned in India. But another thing is that there is another, you can backdoor entry of Manseta, that is the RRBT cotton. RRBT cotton means that RR is, they develop genetically modified variety of BT cotton in such a way that they, if herbicide is sprayed on this, it can withstand for the herbicide. म्हणजे त्याच्यावरती कितीही जरी तुम्ही तणनाशक मारलं तरी सुद्धा ते जात नाही, ते मरत नाही. आणि त्यामुळे ते तितकंच रेझिस्टंट आहे कुठल्याही अळीला of RRBT cotton, and also some materials applied to the seeds, so that is carcinogenic material, and that's why it is banned. The farmers don't know. Many, I have seen that the many leaders, they are driven by the corporate people. They are the agents of corporate people. They say that, oh, in India it is bad, but through black market I can manage some seeds for you. But do you know that this is the pollution in agriculture? So agriculture, agro-ecosystem is being polluted because of such high yielding varieties. It pollutes the other farmers. So that's why we are not getting the good dadar, which is called in Khandesh area, jawar called in our area, a Pandharpuri jawari is so famous, but that has lost its importance. So, my dear friends, I would like to find out I would like to suggest you to carry out the result of such introduction of such genetically modified seeds on Pandharpuri Jawar. So that should be the research topics ahead of these things. The last point that I would like to suggest you, I would like to make here, that the Indian agriculture is being weakened by the urban sector and the industrial sector. How? This is so through market and economy and politics and everything we have seen, but it is the direct impact is of polluted water and soil pollution. Soil pollution, I have just studied the soils in Karnala Tehsil, which is near Pandharpur, Indapur, which is also near your area, and also in Karzat Tehsil of my village. So I have seen that the soils are because of polluted water in the river is being used for that. And this pollution is not a simple pollution, not just sulfur or this pollution, carbon, some carbonates.
We're not getting your voice.
Hello.
Hello,
Sir. Sir. Saptarshi sir.
आवाज येत नाही.
Hello. Saptarshi sir. Hello. Saptarshi sir. Please, we are not getting your sir. Sir, unmute yourself, sir. Hello.
कट झालं ना ते
हाँ सर अनम्यूट करा की सर प्लीज. हॅलो.
हा झालं का सर?
हा
व्यवस्थित
येते.
झालं ना?
हा येते, आवाज येते सर.
येते.
ओके सर. ओके.
So my point is that the fish in the area are the fish is having a heavy metal pollution, and heavy metal pollution means all learned people, participants, they know it for certain that the heavy pollution which cannot be removed easily. Another point, genetics. So impact
Hello.
or herbicide.
Yes, sir.
So this is also the one thing to be noted. But another thing is that direct pollution comes from the metro cities. The industrial waste is mixed with the river, and those rivers, as there is a dam, downstream area, that water becomes stagnant and the pollution is added year by year, and there is river has become dead enough not to be able to redress the pollution which is हा आता येते का ऐकू? कॅन यू? हॅलो हॅलो
ऐकायला येते.
हा येते सर. येते आवाज
हा
येते.
ओके नाही मला एक कोणाचा सिद्धेश्वरचा मेसेज होता. So this means that the polluted water is being used for lift irrigation, and that is creating a problem.
Yes. Now okay. Okay.
So such problems we have to focus.
Yes.
And again, at the last, I can suggest my young friends to carry out such research in this direction, and to carry out the research in this direction and adopt the systematic approach, system approach, to understand what exactly, or to pinpoint the problem. We can definitely be able to suggest very good planning instruments for revival of agriculture. But at present, there is an urgent need to do some agitation in a democratic way, in a peaceful way, against these three laws. That is the urgent need in the agricultural sector, and hopefully those farmers will be successful enough. And this is not there, or please listen that this agitation is not limited to the farming sector. It is related to all of us because it is impacting on Constitution of India. It is impacting on democracy. It is impacting on the administration. It is impacting on judiciary. And that's why all of us are involved in this agitation. And we all together should go against this. And I appeal through this webinar, and there is no प्राचार्य साहेबांनी याच्यामध्ये काहीच अडचण हा अकॅडमिक भाग आहे. Academically, we can appeal to our Prime Minister, dear Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, that they please freeze the 3 laws and try to discuss with the farmers involved in it and the other things, even the judiciary, even the people, the people from other parties also, people from your parties also, and don't be dependent on 30,000 crore value. The media is showing that some train, which is some BJP MP is saying that the train which is carrying the food grains for the what is that for Jawans is being stopped by the farmers. So this is just nonsense. And this kind of perception is created due to media, which is we cannot compete with that media because it is 30,000 crores of rupees. Its cost is this much. And we have this seminar. What is the expenditure? Professor Principal Shinde will definitely tell us that this is just a small drop in a ocean. But anyway, we all hope for the betterment of farming sector, betterment of farmers, and we don't want that the prices of food material should be raised, or the agricultural goods producers should be sold in the market with higher price. No, this is not our demand. Only thing is that try not to grab our share of profit by the corporate sector. So we are very happy. We don't need anybody's help. We on our own. So just simple, just one example. If as a farmer, if I started selling the milk with 30 rupees per liter, I think that the whole people will gather around. So,
Hello. Hello. Sir. Saptarshi sir, please.
So
Saptarshi,
we don't want any subsidy. We want that there.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Hello.
सर
हॅलो.
हा सर रेंजचा प्रॉब्लेम येतोय सर. रेंज जिथं
हा नाही मी माझं
हा.
झालं मी सांगितलं आता
ओके.
तुमच्या रेकॉर्डिंगला तरी आलं असेल कधी माहित नाही. हा ओके.
थँक्यू.
सर आपल्या प्राध्यापक संघटनेने पैसे दिले बरं का त्यांना.
हो हो
शिंदे हो हो. आणि कारण
फार्मर्स
दिल्ली
द
त्या
फार्मर.
हा पंजाबच्या लोकांनी तर किती 10 लाख रुपये दिले.
हा, शेतकऱ्यांना आंदोलनासाठी.
हा. हा ठीक आहे,
Okay.
माझं झालं सर.
झालं
कोणाला
ओके
प्रश्न
okay.
विचारायचे असतील तर विचारू शकता.
ओके सर.
Thank you, sir. Very nice your presentation.
थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू. Is there any queries, please?
मला
Participants.
तुम्ही 12:30 पर्यंतचा वेळ दिला होता, पण थोडस हे झाल्यामुळे.
Okay,
Okay, sir. It will do, sir. It will do. चालतंय, sir. No doubt. Sir, I think no one is raising any query. Sir, shall we move further, sir? Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Saptarshi, sir. Dr. Saptarshi, sir, has given factual information regarding our Indian agriculture sector. And in his speech, sir has mentioned that India is having first rank in the agriculture sector among the world. But sir, at the same time, you have also focused on the major issues regarding the agriculture sectors. You also focused on the what we can say capitalism and how it is affecting our Indian agriculture sector. And you also focused on the latest law which is passed by the government of India, and you discussed a lot and different sections which are included in the law. And you have touched every aspect of the agriculture sector, sir. Thank you very much for your factual information giving speech. Once again, I thank you especially for your delivery of the lecture. And sorry to all the participants, big sorry due to some technical interventions during the speech. And I express sorry on behalf of our organizing team, Mahavidyalaya and Samstha, because there was some technical problem. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Principal, Dr. Kundlik Shinde, sir, to give his presidential remarks on this occasion. Our
Good
Honorable
afternoon
Principal,
to
sir.
all.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
I happily welcome all the dignitaries, Honorable Professor B.C. Vaidya, Chief Guest of today's international webinar. Honorable Dr. Praveen Saptarshi, Resource Person and Convener of the webinar, Dr. T.N. Lokhande, all the Deans of the College, Vice Principals, Coordinators, participants from all over the world, respected scholars and students on this occasion of one-day international webinar entitled to Problems of Indian Agriculture, organized by the Karmavir Bhaurao Patil Mahavidyalaya Pandharpur, which is an autonomous institute under the aegis of RUSA Component 8. Today, we are gathered here online international webinar on problems of Indian agriculture due to COVID-19 pandemic. You know, the India is a global agriculture powerhouse. Share of agriculture in Indian economy has continuously declined to less than 14% due to the high growth rate of industrial and service sector. The sector's importance in India economic and social fabric goes well beyond this indicator. India's food security depends on producing cereal crops as well as increasing its production of fruits, vegetables, milk to meet the demands of the growing population with rising income. India is the world's largest producer of milk, pulses, spices, and has the world's largest cattle buffalo. That is, India has the largest area under the feed, rice, and cotton. India is the second largest producer of rice, wheat, cotton, sugar cane, farm fish, sheep and goat, meat and fish, fruit, vegetables, and tea. Agriculture is the most important industry in the world. Over the 70% of the total population engaged in occupation and industry in agriculture. Currently, The agriculture sector is going through the most stress phase in the last 3 decades. India saw such distress caused by the consecutive deficient rains during the drought-prone area, that is the 1987-88 and 2014. India suffered a bad monsoon which only aggravated the crisis in agriculture. In recent years, there have been many protests led by the farmers of various states such as the Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Punjab. Farmers are protesting since last 3 months against agricultural law brought by the central government. So, in such a circumstances, it is important to know what are those major regions which have been causing severe problem in Indian agriculture. Rural-urban divide, lack of investment in agriculture, lack of effective policies, negligence in natural resources, impact of demonetization, irrigation facilities, sluggish fertilizers industry, dependency on monsoon, and inefficiency of farmers producer organization. Indian agriculture is plagued by several problems like small and fragmentation of lands, seeds, manures, fertilizers, and biocides, lack of mechanization, soil erosion, agricultural marketing, inadequate storage facilities, etc. These issues need to discuss on the single platform. So, taking into consideration this our college has organized this international webinar. In this webinar, Dr. B.C. Vaidya has stated that the Indian agriculture is the important factor in Indian economy, role of agriculture in Indian economy, and also the Dr. Praveen Saptarshi has stated that the Indian export is the agricultural exports gives more and more foreign currencies, and due to this, you can promote the export. And some researchers have go to research in their local or regional product, which is nearby Maharashtra, nearby Pandharpur, which is the most favorite jawar, that is the Pandharpuri jawar. You can go there and more research on that product and get into a patent to the that patent has uh, get to more money to the farmers. So I thank to Dr. V.C. Vaidya. Within short notice, you can accept our invitation. Thank you for Dr. Praveen Saptarshi. Also, you have more and more studied your presentation to international webinar, and also the thanks to all the participants coming from all over the world. Thank you all, and thanks to all the members.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for your remarkable speech regarding the presidential address. Now we are moving towards the end of this webinar, that is vote of thanks. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. B.S. Naiknavre from Department of Geography to express the vote of thanks. Naiknavre, sir. Naiknavre, sir. Unmute yourself.
आवाज येतोय का सर?
येते. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are getting your voice.
Good afternoon to all. On the behalf of Rayat Shikshan Samstha, Karmवीर भाऊराव पाटील महाविद्यालय पंढरपूर and Department of Geography, I would like to express my sincere gratitude towards the chief guest Dr. B.C. Vaidya, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, for his valuable guidance, and especially to the resource person Dr. Praveen Saptarshi, visiting faculty, Caliburg University, USA,
for his precious guidance about problems of Indian agriculture. I also like to express my thanks to the president of this webinar, Dr. K. A. Shinde Sahib, for his valuable presidential and his inspirational thoughts. I also express my thanks to all the vice principal, faculty deans, and head of the department, Dr. T. N. Lokhande sir, and my colleagues for the tremendous organization of this webinar. Last but not least, all the participants from abroad and home, and also to student participants, teaching faculty and non-teaching faculty staff. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Once again, big thank to all the participants, all the resource persons, all the speakers for this webinar. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
जनरल सर
बोला बोला
फीडबॅक फॉर्म पाठवा म्हणा म्हणजे सर्टिफिकेट.
All the participants are requested to fill the feedback form. Which will be sent after this webinar. Sir, please don't forget to fill the feedback form. After filling the feedback form, you will get the certificates immediately. Thank you. Thank you very much.